Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of GotGameTesters, where we play test board and card games and let you guys decide whether or not they're any good. Today's game is actually a party game called Snafu by a new publishing company called Zafty Games. It's a quick, light, 60-second, literally 60 seconds per round to play, and that everyone can have fun playing. It's kind of a mix between curses and pit, and it's cooperative play. It's really interesting. Why don't we go ahead and just check it out? In the game Snafu, you're gonna start by taking two character cards, and you get to pick from one of them. So a couple of sample cards are, for example, this one, the blind one. You can only you refuse to look at your cards, so you play them on your forehead. The card thrower, instead of passing cards, you throw them at people. The congested, you must plug one at your nose and play with one hand. The count, you must speak like the count from Sesame Street. Anyway, that's one of my favorites. The animal, which you can only speak in animal languages, so woof and moo and so on. The masochist, you must slap yourself in the face every time and say stupid, stupid. The prisoner, where you put your wrists together and you cannot let them go. Then there's slow motion man, and then you have to lie about everything. That one gets really tricky. And then everyone's favorite, the T-Rex arms. You stuff your arms in your shirt, and then you can only pretend like you have T-Rex arms. It makes it for very difficult trading. Anyway, so in the game, you're trying to collect different cards. There are four sets, or four suits, I should say, and everyone's trying to collect a set of four, aka like four of a kind, for every set. It's a cooperative play, so everyone's trying to collect these sets together. Now you only have 60 seconds to do it, so it's going to take everyone's cooperation in order to pull it off. What you're going to do is that, for example, in a four-player game, you're literally going to take four cards off the top, as so, and then you're going to flip them over and find out what suits you've got. So we've got one, two, well, that's a bad example. Let's try this, for example. We have these two. So if you have all four, then you're going to look and you go, okay, so what I need to do is I need to collect four of a kind of green, a second four of a kind of green, a four of a kind of purple, and a four of a kind of yellow as a group. Then what you're going to do is you're going to give everybody four cards to start the game. Now everyone, remember, you have to play in that sort of specific character that you're in, so it's very crucial that you pay attention. Now what you're going to do is you can trade cards with other players, and in kind of like a pit-like style. You trade 1 for 1, 2 for 2, and so on. It has to be equal amounts, so that way you always have four cards in your hand at one time. If you ever at one time collect an entire set of four, you play them down immediately, and you leave them on the table, and then you draw four more cards. It's pretty simple in that you can only trade with people to your left and your right, and that's it. So if you need to trade cards with someone across the table, then you've got to work it all the way around to the other side. You're allowed to talk about what you need and what you want, but you just can't show people your cards, otherwise it's too easy for people. And that's basically it. You're trading cards. You can draw cards off the top of the deck and discard some others, but that's essentially the game in 60 seconds. You try to get as many four of a kinds as you can according to the cards that you drew earlier. And if you complete your sets, if you complete your goal, say for example you get a set of four of a kind of each of these, then what you do is that you literally, the next round is going to add on a set. Now you're going to shuffle these, grab 5 more cards instead of just 4, and so each round you're going to add on an additional set of 4 that the group has to add, or has to collect in 60 seconds, so it adds to the difficulty. Eventually, if you essentially win 3 rounds in a row, then you get then you're considered champions. If you win 5 rounds in a row, then you're considered legendary Snafu players. So that's Snafu, guys. We got Zach here again. You know, just hanging out with us like he usually does.
Hey, you know what? I like to play games, and you have a lot of games.
Yeah, well, I try. Anyway, so Snafu, let's talk about that. I don't think there's really much to say.
I mean, it takes 60 seconds to play the game. Like, can we really say much more than that?
Can we give our opinion in 60 seconds? Alright, let's try that. 60 seconds to explain our opinion. I think it's fine. I think it's a great party game. I think it's solid. I think it's like pit meets curses meets cooperative 60-second play.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I have to say that I had a lot of fun playing Snafu. I don't like party games. I think they're obnoxious and require no strategy. And so yeah, but so like as far as Snafu, it's like not my favorite game, but if you're looking for a party game, it's a good one to go with.
It's fantastic to go with. Yeah.
I mean, in 10 minutes, we fully explained the rules and played like 5 rounds of the game. I mean, each round lasts 60 seconds, and so I mean, it's a really quick game. You can play it for as long as you want. With I mean, anybody can pick this up. I mean, there's one I had to have T-Rex arms. That was like,
right.
I mean, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think it's really got the fact that the only downtime is shuffling between rounds.
Yeah.
But that really gives everybody a chance to just laugh about what just happened anyway, make jokes and things like that, and talk about how hard it was to do whatever. I like the fact that the suits are unique. It's not like here's the traditional 4 suits, and the colors are great. They're vibrant. You know, it's a great party game.
I play my spades, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Do you choke me with your heart?
Well, or the fact it's like I need 4 spades. I mean, everyone knows what they are. Yeah, but then it just makes me feel like I'm playing another card game that I don't need Snafu for. So yeah, I like that. I really do. So I guess is there anything bad about it that we can think of? I find that some of the character cards are kind of annoying. That's just personal though. Like I don't think it's cool to talk or funny to talk in Scooby-Doo. I don't think it's funny to talk in Old Grandma. I don't think it's funny to talk in Mario style. I don't think it's funny to talk in whatever. I mean like Pirate, if you had like 2 talk like a blank, then that's fine. But
I, on the other hand, love the fact that you get to talk in a bunch of different voices. I think it's fantastic.
Okay, that's a personal preference then. Fine, alright. Like, I just found it, like, tedious. It's like, oh, I get to talk like somebody else different this time.
I mean, maybe a little bit more variety in the different, like, kinds, because there are a lot of talk like this kind of things,
where I got to hold the cards up to my head and no one else could see.
Yeah.
Like, that was funny. I liked, the T-Rex arms. That was
T-Rex
funny.
arms.
The fact that I couldn't use my thumbs at one point, like... Those are the kinds of things that I found that game to be super enjoyable. It's like people are like, slap yourself every single time, the masochist, it's like, say you're stupid, I don't know.
Dobby's a poorhouse elf.
Yeah, exactly.
Dobby doesn't know how to play cards.
Right. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So do you think it's got game?
Yes, Snafu has got game. It's not my game. I don't like party games. I'm a gamer kind of gamer, so...
Sure, okay, that's fair.
But it's got game. I mean, this game is solid. It is...
Yeah. No, definitely. I personally think it's got game. Actually, so much so that I'm going to make an executive decision here on this one. And we're actually going to award our first GotGameTesters seal of approval. Okay?
Big deal.
And what that means, it is a big deal, because... to have GotGameTesters seal of approval means that that you do not have. I don't feel like I'm playtesting a game. I feel like I'm playing an already finished game. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what the GotGameTesters seal of approval is. Meaning that when we get the game, we feel like it's done. That there's nothing else that needs to be fixed.
Yep. I mean, everything we say about it is pretty much just a matter of opinion. But I mean, you could go buy this game today and you would have fun with it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Nothing that we would ever have to fix. But I'm so sad. So sad.
What's that?
That our first official seal of approval on GotGameTesters goes to a party game.
Yeah, to Snafu.
Okay. Man, I know. Epic. I don't know. The Mystic Lands of Legend. I don't know.
Something really cool.
It doesn't exist. If it does, I'm sorry. You have copyrights or trademarks or whatever. Like
the Mystic Lands of Legend.
Mystic Lands of Legend.
Go out and make that game, guys. We'll give you seal of approval if you make a game called Mystic Lands of Legends.
And you owe me a corner every time somebody buys it or says it's
your little royalties on the name.
Yes. Okay. Mystic Lands of Legend.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is. I guess it's unfortunate. Whatever. Our first seal of approval by GotGameTesters goes to Snafu simply because it's finished.
Snafu.
Yeah, that's Snafu. Well, there you have it, guys. That's Snafu, our first ever 100% GotGameTesters seal of approval. If you guys want to go ahead and submit your own games to us, you can do that by going to GotGameTesters.com. If you want to playtest your own games, you can go to our Facebook page called Playtest HQ. We also have a new thing going called Show Off. Show Off is a place for you to check out what games are coming up before they actually happen. So if you really want to get on the ball on keeping up to date on what games are coming out on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, whatever other platform, you can go ahead and check it out on our website. And it's super easy. You just kind of look at the pictures that you want, and then you can click on it and let us know which ones are most interesting to you. Okay? Well, that's it, guys. We'll see you next time on GotGameTesters.